Kirk Franklin, holy man of God.
Black men are raised with strength and power, and that's why they are the way they are. They're strong, they're protected.
You have to, because everything else you do in this country, it's a fight. It's a fight to get that job. It's a fight to survive. It's a fight to buy that house. It's a fight to buy the car. There's nothing that is given to you.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Moda for Mamas. As usual, we are so happy you're here. Do not forget to subscribe and listen. Let's dive right into it. So this week I want to talk about Kirk Franklin. Did you hear that audio of Kirk Franklin cussing out his son?
I did. The son, he's a grown man. He's 33 years old. I do not know why he's demanding anything from the dad. All right. At this point in his life, I would expect he is responsible enough to not only have established his life, but to be able to bless his parents who never had the same platform as he did. Yes. All right. He was born when the parents were in their teenage years. All right. They did not have any money, didn't have any name, but after that, he has had a good life.
Yes.
Okay. So at this point in his life, he should only be calling his dad and recording his dad when he's saying, "Thank you, Daddy, for all you have sacrificed and the life that you have given me." Do you hear me?
Yep. He's a spoiled child. I'm sorry. A lot of people are like, "Oh my God, Kirk Franklin." Let's talk about the biggest issue. Why is a 33-year-old why is a child recording a conversation with the parents? Let's start right there. What reason would you have? And then number two, you're recording trying to make this man look bad, but so Kirk Franklin, if there's anybody who doesn't know, he's a popular musician. He's a gospel singer and artist, and he's done good work, lots of great songs, and won lots of awards over the years. So if you know at this point you're reaping your harvest from his money, why would you potentially F up the money well? Where are you going to get money from?
And why are you just giving us the part that he's sounding bad? Why are you not giving us the whole conversation? Or why did you record the whole conversation of what you were demanding? Okay? Because for him to get to the point of calling you out, and listen, Black folks, we do that all the time. It's not out of the ordinary.
Out of love.
So give us, what made your papa get to that point? What were the discussions before that? Because it's been, even the mother is saying, it's been 20 plus years, going to therapy, doing all these things, trying
with this kid. And there's a lot of people who are born in a lot of unfortunate circumstances or feel that they were cheated out of life. But you have to pick up and make the conscious decision to continue life in a positive manner. And in his case, for example, it went beyond being, like you said, maybe his parents had nothing when he was born, but his father got famous and his father had supplied for him, right? It's not like he got famous and forgot him and went away and did whatever he wants to do. So why aren't you grateful? Why do you still choose to be miserable? And at 33, what kind of energy are you going to, I don't know if he has kids, but if you don't, you're close. What kind of energy are you going to pass on? And again, if you're going to put us in your family business, because that was really family business, bro, why you ain't put us in all of it? All of it. If he had seen the Vibokos that used to beat us up, we would have feared for our lives a long time, but we're here breathing and alive after all those ass whoopings, and it helped, bro.
And I watched the mother, right?
Yes.
See, if the mother came out and called her cock, then that would be a different conversation we are having. But no, she said, we have gone through everything with this kid, trying to make therapy work, trying to make sure that he has everything that he needs. Listen, some of us, we just wish we had that opportunity, that our parents are saying, "Oh, we have given you everything to make sure that you're not struggling, you don't have any issues, right? We just want you to live your best life."
There's people who enjoy playing victims for life. It just gives them a purpose for their failures. It gives them a purpose and a reason not to try anything. I mean, after all, I didn't have this when I was growing up. You have to find purpose within yourself. Nobody on this earth owes you anything. So if you do have a chance to get parents who stick with you, who are alive and who are able to help you to the best of their ability, no matter how rich or broke, bro, you need to be happy. You need to be happy. My other thing is there's two schools of thought with this, right? There's the people who are like, oh my God, how could Kirk Franklin curse? Oh, Jesus Christ, he's a Christian, blah, blah, blah. I mean, come on. Some of these Christians curse more than anybody else. And just because y'all put Jesus at the end of it, or Jesus is still working on me at the end of it, that doesn't mean you're not cursing.
He was not seen. Let him throw stones on this man. Okay.
Hallelujah.
We have all seen.
What I do like is I was listening to the Steve Harvey show and they came in support of him. And I listened and I really understood because it was Steve Harvey and I think nephew Tommy, whoever else he works with, and their fathers to sons and their fathers to grown sons. And they said, first of all, this is something that happens between fathers and sons all the time, the arguing. Okay. I can't speak, I'm a girl, but I know I've argued with my mom 1,000 times in life, you know. But again, he said there's times you have to set your son straight because that's a man now and you have to speak to him man to man and set him in line. Okay. So why is it that the rest of society, and I mean the church, is running around talking about, oh my God, how could he? How could he? How could he?
That's because, no, they're only doing that because he was recorded. Some of them, they'll be like, Jesus Christ, I will before. And that's because it's not recorded, right?
Yeah.
Was one of the guys who I was listening to, he said, you know, my mom used to cut her out all the time. And she was a Christian. Yeah. And she would tell God, you know, I'll fuck this one out before you get, Jesus, help me. Help me.
It's true. That Newark, I bet you'll find a mother saying that same exact thing to their baby. But it's true, people do it in so many different ways. And for those of you who think because you don't use the F word or whatever word, you're not cursing your babies out, some of y'all still do. Some of y'all still do. All these things you say in the name of the Lord and in the name of Jesus Christ, tacking on Jesus Christ at the end of a tacky situation does not make it any holier, okay? You still tacky.
All right. Oh, yeah. And, you know, one of the things the mom said was, you know, I would rather my son be disciplined by his dad, all right, who has love for him, who wants to see the best out of him, than to put this black man in the hands of the police. Because we're still gonna come back to that. This is a black man in America.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're not gonna be disciplined by your parents, the world will do exactly that.
Like the Swahili people say, "Asiyefunzwa na mamaye, funzwa na ulimwengu." Okay. Okay. And look at the temperature of the country at this time. Look at what's happening with Black people. Do you really want your child out there without any skills, without any forethought, who's just open to whatever might come from other people? No. So I mean, Kirk Franklin, me personally, I applaud you, sir. Okay? Yeah. You better put your foot up that kid's ass if he does it again.
Can you imagine? And even after all this, he's still saying, well, I don't know whether he's just saying that just, you know, for his public, you know, but he said, you know, even after all this, if he comes to me, and also remember, this is the only mom's child. The mother doesn't have any other child.
Oh,
this is the only child.
Damn.
So, you know, and he knows, so he can take advantage of that.
Yeah.
You know, and he, like I was reading also, he was saying, you know, that one of the reasons why he's spoiled is because he was the only child, and plus also, you know, when Kirk Franklin married, he wanted, the kid kept complaining, oh, you're doing this and this with these kids, and you're not doing this and this. And like you said, when he was born, maybe they didn't have that much money, and until, you know, he married this other family, you know, his finances were all together and all that.
Yeah.
And so they have made sure that he has everything he needs to have a comfortable life. You know?
And yet he's still being a little, you know what?
I don't know.
Whoever
it's disappointing.
You, man or woman, they need to take your hand and tell you to stop being an idiot. Me, I would keep quiet. I would make sure daddy left me a nice little whatever. I would set up my own little business because my dad is famous and I can use his name to get customers, and my life would go on. I'm just saying. And this thing of money, it's not such a big deal. Those of us who were born earlier in the family's relationship, we know our parents were broke when they had us. When the things my small sister got to me, I didn't even understand, okay? But here we are. We all love each other. Life goes on. Life goes on. There's so many other bigger things to worry about on this earth and in this world at this time. You know, more than my father. Yeah, now I'm scared for my life.
In fact, the firstborn's not born into March, and you're expected so much, you know?
Yes. And here we are doing okay. What's his name? Mr. Franklin Jr. He needs to do better. He needs to do better. And then again, here we go. Is this a mental health thing? Because and mental health comes in very many ways. It's someone who feels so insecure about who they are, or so insecure about their position in their father. life that they have to do all this just to get some attention. Make it, because if he was a teenager, I think I would stomach this better. If this was a teenage boy
Yeah.
that he didn't have attention and he thought it's the only way. Oh, you people.
33 years old.
But yeah, bro.
A grown man.
Who is sitting on you? They need to teach you something. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered with it.
Yeah.
But but this is my plea to those who are calling themselves churchy and all this. I mean, have a heart, have humanity. Let's be realistic. Just because we don't know what you do behind your closed doors doesn't mean you should be the first out there. Like you said, he who doesn't have sin cast the first stone. But if you know and you're a parent and you think this is something you can help with, then you're close to Kirk, and you should go to him and speak to him. But that condemnation, keep that in your pocket. I beg.
Yes. But like you said, I like the way the brothers, African brothers, supported him and say, hey, listen, we do that all the time over here. So you don't have to do anything.
Right, but that's why black men are tough, right? We don't talk to them and coddle them and oh my God. No, black men are raised with strength and power, and that's why they are the way they are. They're strong, they're protected.
You have to, because everything else you do in this country, it's a fight. It's a fight to get that job. Yep. It's a fight to survive. It's a fight to buy that house. It's a fight to buy the car. There's nothing that is given to you. You fight for it.
And so we need to equip our young black men to know how to fight and struggle. Are we going to crucify a man for raising his black son to be able to take on the world? Because if he thinks he's going to call and record people all the time, he ain't going nowhere fast. Okay? And I tend to wonder, are people mad at Kirk because he's a Christian? Are they mad at him because he's a public figure? Or are they mad at him because he is like a parent at his child?
He's a Christian.
Like, those. It's a Christian part. So is that more important than being a parent having a situation with his child? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, my little one is really small, but I mean, I'm telling you, I have no problem telling him that I will put my foot up his ass. If he ever thinks he could talk to me sideways.
I do that all the time over here, okay? Mine are big enough.
And hopefully that will be amefunzwa na mamake, so he doesn't have to be funzwa by the ulimwengu.
Yes.
Give me a break. I mean, in conclusion, Sarah, what do you say to parents who maybe are going through a hard time with their kids? I mean, I see a lot of our sisters, especially on Facebook, if they're having a hard time with their kids, they just like, leave it to God. And yes, leave it to God. But I mean, do you have any advice beyond the praying?
You know, and it depends on the age group. Okay. It depends on the age group, because right now the conversations I'm having with my 11-year-old daughter are not the same conversations I had with her when she was 5, 6, 7 years old. But it's difficult. It's difficult to raise children. It's difficult to raise Black children in America.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough. It's very tough. I really don't know how I can advise somebody who is going through a tough time with their children, because different circumstances require different approach in life. All right. But to me, my kids, I discipline them. All right. Because if I don't do that, someone else will do it, and they're not going to do it out of love.
Yeah.
All right. And so I'm going to say, now they're going to college. I have done everything that I could. Right. And now God, see, I leave it to God at that point. I leave it to God at that point. But I've done everything that I could.
Yeah.
Raising them.
Yeah. I like that. And I like to say, especially if you're a new mama and you're going through it, listen, you're doing the best that you can.
Yes.
Still a good mommy. Mommy Bell doesn't have to be like Mommy Sarah. We're all different people.
Yes.
We all have different strategies. As long as you're doing your best every single day,
Yes. God. And every evening, celebrate yourself with a glass of wine.
Hallelujah to that. Who made wine? Call me. Listen, let us know your thoughts. Let us know your feelings about this. Are you Christian? Are you not? Do you subscribe to another religion? What are your thoughts? Okay. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the More Afro.
Bye-bye.